Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the eighth favorite dad in the league, Papa West, Jacob West. And, y'all see me around occasionally, but I don't really have a mainstay here yet. So I bet y'all are wondering, Jacob, why are you here? Easy answer. It's the DC exhibition tournament that we've been doing for a couple weeks now. It's the finals. And Doug was not able to host this. He's been doing some stuff with Transvel. So he called me up. He's like, Jacob, would you be able to do me a solid? And I'm like, Doug, I got you. We're good friends. So we are here to find out who in the TMG entertainment area knows the most about DC. This is everything: DC Comics, DC TV, DC movies, Washington DC. If it has the letters DC in it, it's available. Thankfully, though, I'm not the only one here. I do have a amazing co-host. But actually, the reason he's here is because I'm not a huge fan of the way that he's been treating my son.
I want the chest right there.
Brian Michaels, I'm a little upset with the way you've been treating Boatman. What's going on?
Oh, Boatman. I thought you meant your actual son. I'm like, wait, what did I do?
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't know about amazing, but I'm here because you need somebody. I would absolutely lose this match, so I'm glad I'm just on this side of the desk. And and Boatman can kiss my ass, so whatever.
All right. Yes, it's definitely a lot easier to do these whenever you have the answers with you. So we have 4 people waiting, gnashing at teeth, ready to tear each other apart. So I don't know about you, Brian, but are you ready to get them in?
Most of them.
Most of them? Okay.
Kirk not so much, but
Kirk not so much. Well, thank you for spoiling it.
Sorry.
Introducing first, we have Kirk, the consigliere, Kolakowski. Kirk, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Brian's been trying to get rid of me for a long time. It ain't happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I'm excited to be here. My DC knowledge runs old and deep, so hopefully I can pull up the knowledge I need. And if I get the right questions, I think I can, hang in there at least. 3 very worthy competitors. Hoping I at least, like I said, hold my own. And, you never know what'll happen. We'll see. Good luck, everybody.
All right. Definitely. Well, someone who is trying to prove you wrong and beat you is the guy with Screw You, Cody. He has the best name in the fan leagues. It is Bill, Philadelphia, Carriola Smith.
Nice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I made sure to add that Smith at the.
Yeah, it's a nice little joke that no one's going to get, so that's good.
Yes. I love inside jokes, and I'm glad to finally be a part of one.
There we go. All right.
Bill, how are you doing today?
I'm a little hopped up on some Wawa coffee. I think I'm raring to go. Got my mug ready. Hopefully all those years I spent working in a comic book store is going to pay off. We shall see.
Definitely. We shall see.
What?
Well, our third competitor today, the guy who actually won the first match in this, and then the second best nickname in these leagues, in my opinion, we have Ryan, the Carmel Mountain Pain. Ryan, how are you doing today?
You just got wrecked.
Just having a one-on-one conversation with an old friend. Apparently, I can't wear him today because I've outgrown him. But I am feeling confident. I like the 2 people I'm facing up against. To be honest, my DC trivia is not as deep and as thorough as both of my opponents or my next opponent coming up. But one thing for sure is that I'm very passionate about DC. And when it comes to my passion with DC, I'm either all in or I'm all out. There's no in between, honestly. And with that being said, I can't wait to play here. If I happen to be out in the first round, I'm going to go out swinging.
Hey, you like the triggerfish?
All right. And then, Brian, I think that's all of them. That's everyone, right? We don't have to worry about the last one.
Yeah, there might be one more maniac back
there. Okay. He might be upset at me if we skip him out. The guy we've had to save for the end, because if we get him out now, he's going to kill all of us. We have to keep him behind the scenes. But the 4th competitor, Mark, the maniac. Computer. Kamire.
You
There we go.
damn right. You don't forget me. You don't forget the guy who absolutely knows his DC stuff. Let's do this shit, man.
He's backstage, literally pulling out his hair to get on screen.
Yes. Gave me a couple fingers.
I'm not gonna pull it.
Yeah. So, anyways, gentlemen, I've already explained to you, but I had to explain to everyone at home the rules of this match. This match is going to be basic trivia. Again, we try not to go too far away. Try to keep it as simple as possible, because keep it simple, stupid is my life motto. We are going to have 3 rounds. First round, again, normal round. I have 10 questions for you. Me and Brian are going to ask you these questions. You're going to answer these questions, because that's how trivia works. Write them down, whiteboard, paper, whatever you have. I'm going to count. You're going to have about 15 seconds. Whenever I say time is done, I'm going to call you by name. You're going to show us your answers. I'm going to let you know if you're right or wrong. If you're right, you get a point. If you're wrong, you get nothing. Then, after the 10 questions, if by chance someone gets all 10 questions right, I do have a bonus question to ask you. I've seen strange things happen lately, so I might have to get into that question. I don't know yet. Then we're going to move on to the second round, which the second round is a wheel round. Wheel round, I have, I believe, 9 categories. I could be off.
Wait,
I'm going to spin the wheel.
Oh, you have a rocket too? What color do you have?
Do we have a third host in this situation?
Just watching Mark during this.
Yeah.
I was doing good.
I was doing
And
all
then
right.
Mark, you ruined it.
And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose.
I don't think that's connected. I don't think that's connected.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's a good thing we're live and no one's watching this. So, anyways, going on to the second round is the wheel round. You're going to spin the wheel. Whatever it lands on, you are stuck with. Actually, I say that's wrong. You do get 1 mulligan. If I choose to let you, which I will if you want to respin it. You will have 4 questions. Every question is 2 points, except you do have the option of multiple choice. And if you take that option of multiple choice, your point value will go down to 1. If you miss the question, this is where we change it up a little bit. If you miss the question, there is the chance for stealing. We will go to the other competitors to steal if they are able to. And then we have the last question, or the last round. I will have you pick 3 numbers between 1 and 12. These numbers correspond to questions in several different categories. Each is worth 2 points, 3 points, and 5 points. The way you win is you score the most points, because again, that's how trivia works. But at the end of every round, the person with the lowest score, we're going to kick them out. We're going to go all in sync and say, bye, bye, bye.
Wait. Oh, you just started playing it?
Yeah, we just started playing it. Yeah.
I was going to make the same joke. So, anyways.
Oh, sorry.
Without further ado, Ryan, are you ready to get this show on the road?
I'm ready if Mark will calm the hell down.
Okay. Kirk, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Philadelphia, are you ready?
As ever.
Ryan Payne, are you ready?
Let's do this.
And Mark, the Maniac.
I mean, I
Meyer.
don't know. I keep hearing like 5,000 voices. Maybe, sure. Let's ask some questions and maybe I'll.
The voices are telling us to kill you.
There's so many.
That's not what they're really saying.
All right.
The voice is telling me to take my penis out of the salad bar, but
I mean, well, I didn't.
That's the manager, not the voices.
Hey, if the manager will let you get away with it because she likes what she sees, but the manager,
Okay.
All right.
Moving on.
All
Okay.
right.
Am I
So without further ado, in the words of Subrath, let's go. All right, so let's kick this off with question number 1. Question number 1 in the category of comics. In the comic series, Amazons Attack, what U.S. city do the Amazons attack in order to free Wonder Woman?
Over here.
Oh my god.
I meant.
Ryan, I don't know about you, but if I was held up in a prison, I don't know much any other people other than the Amazons who would do a good job of breaking me out. What about you?
This is a terrible.
If I was in jail with the Amazons, I wouldn't want to break out. Just
I
saying.
hated this. I hated this series so bad.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Better watch out.
1. All right, Kirk, we're going to you first.
I'm not sure about this one. I just picked to see where a lot of stuff happens. New York City.
New York City is incorrect.
Oh man.
Mark, moving on to you.
Well, there were like 3 different questions happening in that moment, so I just went New York City.
Oh, and again, New York City is wrong. Remember, if you hear multiple questions, go with the one that I'm asking, because that's the one that actually matters.
Well,
Ryan,
no.
it is your turn.
I went Washington.
I just accepted it.
The state?
You went with Washington. Unfortunately, we cannot accept Washington and Philadelphia.
It was Washington D.C.
Yeah, I should have said repeat.
That is correct. Unfortunately, we cannot take Washington because that is a state.
Yeah.
But the correct answer is Washington, D.C.
Oh, someone's gonna rail on me for that.
Question 2
All
will
right.
come to you in the category of crossovers. In the Crisis on Infinite Earths comic series, who gives Barry Allen his super speed powers?
So I have something that has been burning at my chest my entire life. Flash is not a superhero. He's
I'm
just really
sorry. Can you
prompt.
repeat that question? I'm not sure I heard that right.
Yeah, that was Bill?
Yeah.
All right. In category crossovers, in the Crisis on Infinite Earths comic series, who gives Barry Allen his super speed powers?
What?
Hmm.
But again, this is someone I've always looked up to because I am not a skinny man. I am.
Wait, want to get this?
There's no easy way to say it. I'm very large, and so I was never fast.
4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. I will start with Mark.
I had Reverse Flash in parentheses Eobard Thawne.
Ryan.
That is incorrect.
What?
Ryan.
Oh, it's actually Barry Allen because he becomes the lightning.
That
That is correct.
Kirk
Hi, Carter.
I said he does in the form of a lightning bolt.
and Bill.
Yeah, I wrote himself. He becomes the bolt, and he basically becomes his own time loop.
All right.
let's pick
So
one.
3 of the 4 are getting a point that time.
This was the one
What?
question I was
What?
like, I really hope they're not like, that's not actually incorrect. And I'm like, no.
No.
Plus,
This
the
crossover
answer to the
is-
document just says himself, and I'm thinking I have no idea, so I hope nobody asks me.
Yeah, in the story, he goes so fast, it becomes the energy
Yes.
that goes back in time to hit him.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I forgot. Yeah.
In question number 3, in animated movies, in Teen Titans Go to the movies, at the beginning of the movie, the Titans are trying to stop which villain?
Oh, beginning of the movie.
Just having a discussion recently with some people who really, really hate this show and this movie, but I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It was definitely semi-enjoyable. It wasn't like the best thing ever, but it's a lot better than most of the
do you know what,
DCEU movies. 5,
Or,
4,
what?
3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right, and starting off with Ryan.
Since this whole series is a joke, I decided to go with a joke. Condiment King.
Yeah, salty.
Condiment King is incorrect. Philadelphia,
I cannot
Is your-
remember, so I'm
Okay,
guessing
like
Dr.
last
Light. I
guy.
know that's wrong.
also incorrect.
You should-
Kirk
Are you
Was
gonna
it
let him
Chemo?
try again?
is not Chemo. And Mark,
Was it Deathstroke, Old Faithful?
it was not Deathstroke. The correct answer is Balloon Man.
Oh, that's right.
Remember the Pokemon when you started making the fart noise? Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah, series is a joke.
Okay, so question 4 will come to you in the category of villains. The villain Snowflame gets his powers by doing what?
I believe someone
Oh
knows
my
the answer to
God.
this question.
Great. It's so good. It's so
You
good.
have a high five, Eagle?
Ryan, what do you do in order to become a supervillain?
Do it.
Me?
No.
Yes.
I tell my son no. Apparently, that's enough for me to be a supervillain in his eyes. So,
I can't believe I got a
Can I get a
Or-
repeat of that?
repeat for Mark.
Okay.
In the category of villains, the villain Snowflame gets his powers by doing what?
Oh my God. If you guys don't know, you're going to love this answer.
I think I need to check out this comic. This is a little not what I would expect.
Bill's laughing. Was this written by Rob Liefeld?
Oh my God. No.
5,
Oh, later.
4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. I'm going to start with Bill.
You have a little
I am Snowflame, and cocaine is my god.
By snorting cocaine
That
is
is correct.
correct. Kirk.
I went with the wrong kind of snow. I said getting stuck in a snowbank.
Mark.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make it, guys. I'm gonna make it.
Snaps their fingers.
And Ryan.
I want this house right there.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I mean, this
Okay. So Bill and Ryan get the point.
Oh my god.
I knew someone was going to really love that question, so that's why I had to add this question.
God, his body burns.
Snorting cocaine is
Yes.
the correct answer.
Snowflame snorts
Wow.
cocaine to become a villain.
Clearly no longer governed by the Comics Code Authority.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually approved.
This was before we had to keep everything PG, and
Yeah.
so yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was during the Civil Race, so I'm pretty sure they.
It was like 80 to 87, 88. It was right after.
All right.
Yeah.
Question number 5. In the Arrowverse,
Wait,
who plays Thea Queen in the Arrowverse TV series?
So why do you have swords?
Oh my god.
Ryan, are you a big fan of the Arrowverse TV series?
I have seen one episode of Green Arrow, and that might be it.
Okay.
I just have too much going on to TV and everything else. And
Repeat.
I hear ya.
Repeat the question.
Okay, that is Ryan's first repeat. In the Arrowverse, who plays Thea Queen in the Arrowverse TV series?
yeah, so everyone in the chat can complain about having somebody who doesn't know anything about DC here, but I'm just doing people a favor.
Yes.
Yes.
Not great.
5, 4,
Who is
3,
this voice? I keep.
2,
Am I crazy?
1. Pens down.
No.
Mark, I think you are crazy, but Kirk, we're going to you.
Oh, okay.
I don't watch Arrow, so I thought maybe they did some casting. I said that cult girl from Smallville.
Oh,
That is incorrect.
I shot like 20 times.
too soon.
Mark,
He's not wrong because
I don't know if you're going crazy, but do you have the answer?
They do recast some Smallville actors.
Voice in here. Okay, I'm not that crazy, but I said Katie Sackhoff.
It is not Katie Sackhoff.
She's in the Arrow.
Ryan,
What?
Willa Holland.
that is correct. And Philadelphia.
I wrote Willa Howard. I had the last.
Oh,
Right?
unfortunately, we cannot
No, that's fine. I
accept
almost
Willa
did it.
Howard.
Yeah.
Unless she marries Ron Howard. Then we can accept it, but not until then.
All the time that happens.
Don't mention Ron Howard with Kirk around.
Man, don't go there.
All right, Brian, let's get question number 6 going.
All right, in the category of DCEU, in Aquaman, when choosing a name for their son, what does Thomas say is the inspiration for the name Arthur? I think I might have actually gotten this question right.
Yeah. Do you have any cool stories about the inspiration of your children's names?
I really don't. It was just like, we wanted a name that was not super weird, but not super common. So and we failed on both counts. So
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. I will start with Mark.
What?
King Arthur from the books.
That is correct, Ryan.
That is correct.
Yeah, King Arthur of Arthurian legend.
Bill?
I didn't have it, and I'm not going to show you my embarrassing answer.
And Kirk.
I said King Arthur / Arthurian legend.
Gotcha.
You said Arthur from Snuffleupagus or something.
Arthur from the PBS cartoons, yes.
All right. I'm a little upset none of y'all said the hurricane because that's what I was hoping I would trick y'all up with that, but didn't work. So, question number 7. In DC movies, who composed the score for 1984's Supergirl?
Yikes!
Fucking kidding me.
You took like
no,
10 different
I am
turns
not
for that
kidding
question.
you.
I'm like, I know it. Nope.
Whoever wrote the question, fuck your mother.
Who composed the score for Supergirl? Nope, sorry.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I told y'all some of these questions are going to be hard, some are going to be easy. This is 5.
Guess the composer. You got a chance.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Ryan, going to you.
I know. Shot in the Dark, Alan Silvestri.
And your shot in the dark is wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
For the record, I fucking hate scores and soundtracks. I guess John Williams. It's wrong. So.
It is not John Williams. Kirk.
Yeah, I thought maybe John Williams didn't read his contract closely enough when he signed on.
No, John Williams is actually very good at reading, so unfortunately that is incorrect. And Mark.
Whoever wrote this question, go fuck your mother. Danny.
I will not be doing that. So thank you for the offer.
Watch it be like
so actually, Ryan, the correct answer is Jerry Goldsmith.
Oh! Yes.
Way.
All right, so question 8 will come to the category of heroes. There have been 3 iterations of the Blue Beetle. Name 2 of them. So what are the names of the people?
Horrible death. Why did we think wrong?
This is actually one of my newer favorite superheroes. Blue
Nice.
Beetle.
Does the Tick count as a Blue Beetle?
No, you're
So-
No, he is a tick and not a beetle. But
Yeah,
my
close
coworker
enough.
would have the same argument because when I was testing these questions with him, he tried to say, "Oh, the tick." I'm like, it's not the tick.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Who? Me?
1. Markers down. I don't even know where we are, so I'm just going to start with Bill.
in order: Dan Garrett, Ted Cord, Jaime Reyes.
Okay, except we said
That
only
is
2,
correct.
so you failed by naming 3. Kirk.
That's
I
wrong.
knew Ted Cord. I just made up a Hispanic name because
Mark.
It's Ted Cord and Jaime Reyes.
Okay, and Ryan.
I went and did the same thing as Bill. I just couldn't remember Dan Garrett. So I had Ted Cord and Jaime Reyes.
Okay. All right, so everybody except Kirk.
I couldn't remember Dan's last name.
It's not letting me read that.
I mean, Kirk, you were right by guessing a Hispanic name on that last
Yeah, you
one.
were not
Unfortunately,
actually
it was
wrong.
not the right one, though.
I'm not crazy. There's another voice happening in this match.
It's
You are correct.
clearly the Lords of Order trying to make sure that we don't
I mean,
fall
I
into
know I have the shining powers, but surely you guys hear this.
You know?
Yes. All right. Question number 9. In comic
I don't know because I
crossover.
don't know you would read it.
What?
So.
What?
In comic crossovers.
Thank you.
In 1997's DC and Marvel comic crossover,
Well,
Batman/Captain America, why won't Joker work with Red Skull?
Wait, what happened? What did you?
You know, if Joker won't work with you, you know you're something pretty wrong with you.
Yeah. Do you have any issues with any coworkers that you won't work with?
Luckily, I work on kind of a mindless job where I can just avoid everybody. So
Nice.
there's plenty of people I would like to
Alright.
avoid.
Yes. And hopefully it's not for this reason. So 5,
I would hope
4,
not.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Kirk, we're going to you first.
I didn't think the Joker would be bothered by genocide, so I thought it'd be something weird, like he doesn't like his
We don't
uniform.
know. Let's still go salty.
It is not because he doesn't like his uniform. Mark.
Because he is a Nazi. Red Skull is a Nazi.
It is because he is a Nazi. And Ryan.
You understand, Morty? I just don't like being around Nazis because Red Skull's a Nazi.
Run, Morty! Is a Nazi!
And Philadelphia.
Nazis.
It's really funny. All
All right, so with no perfect rounds, it'll be the final question of round 1. Question 10 is in the category of New 52.
Oh,
Good game, guys. I'm out.
What year did DC Comics introduce the New 52 comic series?
Yes.
Oh, they
So,
just-
Kirk,
is
if you know
automatically
any
thinking
years,
he's out.
you can guess one.
I cannot escape the release questions.
Yes. Yes. I was just thinking, Kirk saying he's out, and the fact that it's a release date question just adds
I can't get away
adds
from
more
it.
to the poetry.
Well, it sounded like he wasn't too confident in the New 52 content question.
Yeah, this
either,
is yeah.
so at least here he has a guessing chance.
That is fact.
All right.
No.
We go 5.
Give me a repeat.
Kirk taking a repeat. The category of New 52. What year did DC Comics introduce the New 52 comic series?
I can't get no satisfaction.
And now we're demonetized because you're sitting there using copyrighted
Yes.
songs.
Uh,
God damn it, Mark.
Brian, I don't know if you're all right with this, but I'm all in favor of demoting or taking 5 points away from Mark for that horrible singing.
But I'm going to extra 5 because I like that animal in the background there.
You're talking to
5,
the vocal major, motherfucker.
3,
You're
2,
okay.
1. Marker's down. I'm going to start with the vocal major. Mark?
2011.
That is correct.
Wow.
Ryan?
I went 3 years ahead, 2014.
Okay. Bill?
it happens again. 2012.
And Kirk.
The whole concept is garbage. I said 2013.
Okay.
So just Mark getting that point.
Yes. All right. And that is the end of round one. Brian, what do you have for the scores?
I have Ryan in the lead with 6 points. I have Bill with 5. I have Mark with 4 and Kirk with 2.
All right. And with that, Kirk, I love you and all, but unfortunately, you didn't make it. We have to kick you out.
Somebody's got to go.
Oh, gosh.
Yep. So everyone say bye to Kirk.
I hope you don't get screwed by the metaphorical category in round 2. Bye.
I did.
All right. So now,
The
now
boys
we are
haven't left
moving
you,
on.
Mark. They haven't left you.
Now we are moving on to our wheel round. And
I'm coming.
if I can do this right and do the right tab. There we go. If it will load, here is the wheel, and it has been primed, so don't worry. With that, your categories are, of course, we have Heroes Pick and Villains Pick. Heroes Pick, if you spin, you get to choose your category. Villains Pick, if you get that, your other two opponents will confer and pick the category for you. Our actual categories, though, we have Green Lantern, DC Movies, Metamorpho, Blue Beetle, Batman, the Arrowverse, and Superman.
I have to heal.
So, Ryan, since you are in the lead, would you like to spin first, or do you want to defer to someone else?
Dang it.
I'll defer before the voices come up again.
There's so many voices.
All right. So, Bill, since you are in second place, we are giving you the next option. Would you like to spin, or would you like to defer to Mark?
I'll defer to Mark.
You'll defer to Mark. All right. And Mark, would you like to spin, or would you like to defer?
I will spin.
Okay, I was really hoping you would say defer, but
No, I'm gonna spin.
Mark, your spin is in, and your category
Please
is DC Movies. Now, I will let you know you do get one respin if you want, or do you want to stick with DC Movies?
I will stick with DC movies.
You will stick with DC Movies. All right.
Someone just asked if you need second thoughts.
I just need that other voice to like cut it in just a little bit.
That's Polito.
Stop
All
it.
right. And so, Brian, do you want to do the same thing that we were doing? I do the odds, you do the evens.
Sure, sounds good.
Okay. All right. So, Mark, in the category of DC movies, question number 1. In The Dark Knight Rises, during the scene where Bane blows up a football stadium, what NFL stadium was used in the movie?
Do you want the actual name or just the team who uses it?
I have the name, but if you just want to give me the team that plays there, I will accept that.
Didn't you say the name of the stadium? Because those are completely two different things.
Okay, fine, Ryan. If we're going to be like this.
Well, I'm asking the question because
He's asking, yeah. Yeah, it's him.
It's
I'm
the
not challenged. I didn't challenge.
Stadium.
That song stuck in my head.
So
Seriously.
if you want the name, then I guess I'm gonna have to go multiple choice. But what the fuck ever.
Okay, so Brian, would you accept the team that plays there?
Based on the answers that are on the document, the question being asked, I think it's asking for the actual football stadium. It's not asking what team stadium.
All right,
All right.
Well, what team stadium? Then the
No, I'm saying it's not asking what team stadium. It's asking what
fine.
team.
Multiple choice then.
Okay.
All right. So your multiple choice options: A. Heinz Field, B. Lincoln Financial Field, C. MetLife Stadium, or D. Soldier Stadium. And Mark, I'm going to apologize. I was trying to be nice to you, but they're not going to allow me. So just remember that.
I know, but you know.
And I'm just going by what's in the document.
Who's more confident than mine will probably be on Mark.
I need to hear those options once again because.
All right. We will give you one free repeat of the options.
Go ahead.
Is it A. Heinz Field, B. Lincoln Financial Field, C. MetLife Stadium, or D. Soldier Stadium?
A.
A is correct.
Thank you.
It is Heinz Field, home of the Steelers.
Yeah, God, that's what
That's also
I said.
easier.
Fuck you, Ryan.
Question 2. In Superman 3, why does Clark go back to Smallville?
What? I mean, there's several reasons, but I don't know which one you're looking for. So I guess multiple choice.
Is it A, a booty call? No, just kidding. Is it A family reunion, B, a family friend's wedding, C, a high school reunion, or D, a friend's funeral?
C.
That is correct for a point.
But you got to do what you got to do when those booty calls happen. So,
Because
all right,
Dude. Yeah.
Mark. In question number 3, in Batman and Robin, what kind of credit card is the infamous Bat card?
Like what brand?
What brand? In the bottom right-hand corner, there's a little logo. What is that logo?
Oh God!
We gotta go there.
I had some fun with these questions.
The multiple choice is
What?
going to be literally all the options. So I think I'm going to say
Yeah.
MasterCard.
Whoa! So you shot at us.
That is incorrect. So, Bill and Ryan, I'm going to give y'all just a couple seconds. Write
Leo,
down
did
your
you shoot us?
answers. 5, 4, 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Pens down. Bill, what do you have?
I would have said, it would have been funnier to
I'll
ask
break it down.
when it expires, but it was a goth card.
It is a goth card. And Ryan.
I was thinking American Express.
All right. So, Bill getting the 2-point steal.
It's a one.
God,
I've
Goth
seen
card.
that movie more times than is appropriate. So
Goth card, the preferred method of
Goth
payment,
card.
and Hot Topic. Just
it
saying.
expires forever.
Yeah.
Good through forever was
I
my
don't
favorite
even
card.
think. I was thinking of the serial numbers on that card.
Wow.
All right. Your fourth and final question in DC movies.
Yay.
Mark. In Green
Do
Lantern,
the high fiving
who
one.
plays
Do the high
Evan
fiving.
Sir, who gives his ring to Hal Jordan?
Nope. I do it again. I promise I'll do it.
What is that? Tamura Morrison.
I psyched you.
Tamura Morrison is correct. Also Aquaman's dad. 2 points.
Also Django Fett.
Yes.
Me.
Also in Speed 2. We're playing this game? Oh, I'm sorry.
We're not playing this game.
He also played Pamela Anderson's ex in Barbed Wire.
Why?
Sure.
Hey,
What
it's a
else
good
is he
one.
playing? All right, so we are going back to the wheel. Ryan, since you started this round out in first place, you get to pick. Do you want to go ahead and go, or do you want to defer to Bill?
What?
Just do it. Let's spin.
Let's spin. And your spin is in. And you get Hero's Pick. So I'm going to scroll back down. Again, you cannot do DC
Arrowverse.
movies. You're going with the Arrowverse. All
Yeah.
right.
Let's try that.
Illicit be in there.
Okay.
Now I gotta find the Arrowverse.
Hold on.
You know, I should have wrote down all these categories and had like where they were in my document, but
Just so I'm blinded by the light.
all right. So Ryan, your first
Did I get another
question
sip or something else?
in
What?
the Arrowverse. In the Flash, what is Reverse Flash's real name?
I gave you this fucking shit.
Eobard Thawne.
Eobard Thawne is correct.
Coincidentally, my son's name, Eobard. So common. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
have 2 now.
So sexy. So sexy.
3.
Okay.
All right, question
Brian.
2 in Arrowverse.
Oh, thank you.
In the 3rd season of DC's Legends of Tomorrow,
That's funny.
while in Aruba, what historical
gosh.
figure does Mick Rory run
Accidentally just
into?
did that. That's not good. Oh! I hit myself. I keep doing that on accident. It's so annoying.
Go.
I accidentally hit myself in the rocket launcher. when I-
Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar is correct for 2 points.
What is happening over there?
Hey,
He's
talking about over
hitting
here.
himself. Aren't you listening?
Too bad.
That voice is starting to affect me now, man. Jeez.
All right. In question number 3, in
Okay.
Supergirl, who plays Lena Luthor?
Oh, it's an Irish last name. She has an Irish last name. Katie McGrath.
Katie McGrath is correct.
Again.
And then Brian with question number 4.
I apologize for all the noise in the background. The voices you're hearing is my son. I keep telling him to be quiet, but he won't. But anyway,
First it's Jacob, then it's Bill, now it's you.
Oh, yeah.
it's me. Yeah, so you can see the reflection right here. There's a
Okay.
Fortnite going on over there. All right. And question 4 in Arrowverse. While imprisoned at Slabside Maximum Security, what is Oliver's inmate number?
Oh,
Wow.
son of a bitch. It was the pilot. It was the first episode of the season.
Which is why I didn't think this question was going to be too hard.
Hey, I remember the first 7 of season 7, but I'm doing multiple choice.
Okay, is it A, inmate 4528, B, inmate 4587, C, inmate 4682, or D, inmate 4675?
One of
No.
his number was a reference to a comic cover or a comic deed or something. Let's go A.
A is incorrect. For the other 2, let me hear your options again are A, 4528, B, 4587, C, 4682, D, 4675. I'll give you just a couple seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Bill?
B?
That is correct. And Mark?
That's a C.
I love you.
So 1 point for Bill.
What about? Oh gosh.
Oh god.
All right. So now we are moving on to Bill. Bill, your spin
right.
is in.
I had no material left.
And you get a free respin because Arrowverse has already been taken.
Yeah, that was close. They had so many people.
You get Batman. Do you want to keep Batman or spin again?
Same.
Fuck it, let's go for it.
What?
We are going with
Okay,
Batman.
I'm gonna live to regret that one. This could go anyway.
Yes, it
Except he
does.
doesn't talk much.
Batman does talk much, so you are false.
I guess you hear him better than me, and he's like halfway across the room. It's very strange.
All right.
I just
In the
say-
category of Batman, question number 1. In 1996's DC Marvel crossover Dark Claw, Batman merges with what Marvel character?
Wolverine.
Wolverine is correct for 2 points, and I'm going to give it to you, not to Mark, because that would be cheating. Mark, I'm sorry.
All right, question 2 in Batman. Who plays Batman in the 1943 movie Batman?
Yeah, multiple choice. That shit.
Is it A, Lewis Wilson, B, Douglas Croft, C, Robert Lowry, or D, Johnny Duncan?
I have no fucking idea. A.
A is correct for a point.
Okay. Oh my god. I bullshitted that in my butthole just real quick.
Total Makuga. Yeah.
All right. Question number 3. During the Nightfall storyline, who takes the mantle of Batman after Bane breaks Bruce Wayne's back?
Azrael.
Azrael is correct. There's a lot of alliteration in that question.
And your final question in Batman. Bruce and Selena Kyle had a daughter. What was her name?
It's not good luck kind of thing. Because you're not doing anything.
Crap. I'm getting the wrong Huntress in my head. So multiple choice, I don't want to get it wrong.
Is it A, Barbara, B, Helena,
What?
C, Margaret, or D, Jennifer?
B.
B is correct
That's
for
why
1 point.
You sound like you hear this all the time. That's like my nose. Literally.
All right. And with that, the end of round 2. Brian, will you please give us a recap of these scores?
I'm assuming I tracked everything correctly. I have Ryan with 12 points, Mark with 8, and Bill with 14.
That's what I have too. And so with that, Mark, I'm sorry, but at the same time, not sorry. No, I am sorry. We are going to have to kick you out. So everyone say bye to Mark. Bye, Mark.
At least you don't get to hear the voices anymore, so that's a plus.
Oh, yeah.
This guy turned the screen off and yelled at him to shut up. He's still talking, but
Oh,
not
no,
as loud.
Bill, he can still hear the voices.
Yes.
There is no escape.
I tried.
You know what? I was just beginning to defend the Bat credit card, but now I'm back on against it.
All right, so we are moving on to category number 3. The way category number 3 works, Bill, we're going to start with you. You're going to give me 3 numbers from 1 to 12. You can give me whatever order you want to, but whatever your first number is, that's going to be a 2-point question. Your next number is going to be a 3, and then your last is going to be a 5-point question. Ryan, after he picks, I will allow you to pick, but you cannot pick these same numbers. They can only be picked once. So, Bill, what would you like for your numbers to be?
Number 5 will always love you for Donovan McNabb. Number 6 for Julius Irving, Dr. J, and number 11 for Jimmy Rollins, J. Roll.
The fact that you didn't do number 11 for Carson Wentz gives you a little knockdown, but I love the Donovan McNabb reference. So, Ryan,
Jimmy Rollins is
3
always
numbers.
Okay.
2009.
Let's see. He did 5, 6, and 11.
My sister's born 2006.
Let's go 8, 3, and 1.
8, 3, and 1. And then, Brian, do you just want to do back and forth? So I'll ask the first question. You do the second. Okay. All right. So, Ryan, you went with number 8, which is the category
Let's just go back to bottom.
of
Try it again.
Wonder Woman.
Okay.
And your 2-point question: what is the name of the island the Amazons live on?
Themyscira.
That is correct for 2 points. And with that, he ties it up. So, Bill, we're going to go ahead and go to you with your next question.
I thought you said he had 11. I had 14.
He had 12. He had 14.
12.
Oh, he had 12. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I kept score, man, too.
I'm sorry.
So you're tied at 14. Bill has more questions left for us. We'll go over to him. He picked category number 5 for his 2-point question, which is Worlds of DC.
Mhm.
The movie Shazam primarily takes place in what U.S. city? Come on now. Come on now.
Philadelphia. I mean, come on.
If you got that wrong,
I would
you would have been
immediately
disowned.
murder my own self
You would have gotten kicked
live
out
on
of
the internet.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
You don't know.
So, Ryan, we are moving on to you now. With your 3-point question, you went with the number 3, which corresponds to the category of Teen Titans. For your 3-point question in Teen Titans, what comic series are we introduced to the Teen Titans?
I'm going to.
Mm.
Well, wait. Okay, so we should both do 8-ball.
Repeat the question.
I do too.
All right, you have one more repeat after this.
Yeah.
For your 3-point question
Yeah.
in the category of Teen Titans, what comic series are we introduced to the Teen Titans?
Yeah, I don't have the full set of Commando versus Sheep.
Now, you want like the name of the comic or like what or the? Never mind. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Sorry. Because.
Go. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Detective
1.
Comics.
Detective Comics is incorrect. It is The Brave and the Bold.
Oh. Thought that was for Young Justice.
All right, so we're going to go to your 5-point question, which is in category 1, which is scores and soundtracks.
God damn it!
What was the name of the band that is credited with Marco Beltrami, who composed the score for Jonah Hex?
Fusion versus I don't know.
And Ryan, you do have one more repeat left.
The versus.
I don't think that's gonna help me.
So my friends has all the special
Oh.
like level up skins.
5, 4,
Wait, what?
3.
Repeat the question.
Taking the repeat. What is the name of the band that is credited with Marco Beltrami, who composed the score for Jonah Hex?
Did you know?
Is it a classical band? Is it a rock band? Is it a punk band? Jesus.
Oh wait, what? How is he still playing?
In 5.
The psychedelic funk.
And your winner,
Oh,
Philadelphia, Bill Carriola.
whoo!
I had one job and I didn't do it. I'm sorry, Bill.
What's
There
the
we
answer?
go.
Wow.
The correct answer was Mastodon.
Fuck the Black Ranger, god damn it!
Oh my
Ah!
God.
Congratulations, Bill. Good game to the rest of you guys. Unfortunately, I have to run, so I'll let him wrap it up for you. Hey, guys.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Brian.
Mastodon! Oh my god.
Never in a million years
All
would I have
right,
guessed
so
best. I was an answer to a question.
So, Bill, you are TMG's expert in anything DC. If anyone has a question, we know to go to you now. How are you feeling after the match?
You know, I just did not think I was even going to win. I really thought it was going to come down to Mark Kirk, because I'm going to be honest with you. Like, those guys are just beasts in this league. And then when it came down to me and Ryan, I was a little nervous, but I think, one, knowing who the hell Snowflame is, because I'm filled with useless knowledge, and pulling a dumbass Batman and Robin quote, like, just out of my ass, like, it's insane. Like, I can't get over this at all. I'm still a little bit shocked. I still actually don't believe that this has actually happened. So I was really kind of hoping to win this, and here we are. But I still this was not easy at all. All three of these guys they all deserve a high five party. I swear to God, they were great.
All right. And now we're going to go to our unfortunate second place finisher. Ryan, you had a fantastic match. How are you feeling after that?
Just like in so many matches, normally my second guess or my gut instinct, I always go against it, and it has once again tripled me in this match. I mean, even if I did get Jerry Goldsmith correct, it still wouldn't have changed the fact. I mean, I may have had a closer lead to Bill in order to put the pressure on him, at least when it came down to it. But ultimately, Goth card? You fucking kidding me? I mean, for a while, everyone kept taking the Batcredit card because no one thought, oh, it makes no sense. But ultimately, later on, you realize it makes sense for Batman because he's a billionaire and he creates dummy accounts in order to fund himself to get these toys. And it even shows that in Batman Begins. It wouldn't have shocked me if it popped up in the Chris Nolan trilogies. But other than that, the Goth card. Of course, Joel Schumacher wants to keep everything in universe. I mean, he couldn't just do any product placement there in order to make this easy for us. But you know what? Even that, scores and soundtracks are still kicking my ass to this day. I mean, like everybody else. Bill, he did a great job. This is the categories we're given. I mean, I would have spun away from the Arrowverse, but because a part of me felt that, let's be honest, no one likes to do deep questions in the Arrowverse, so I figured, what the hell? So I figured if I had that huge commanding lead, it would have been intimidating. But then I forgot that 2-pointer Bill took, and it was just, oh, I'm not in the lead in this one. Fantastic. I was hoping for a repeat from my first DC match, but it flipped the script in this one.
All right, and again, you did great, Joel Schumacher. Everything in those movies were over the top. So do not hate yourself too much, because most people try to purge everything about those movies out of your mind. All right. And now it is just me. There's nothing wrong with that. Actually, there's a lot wrong with that, but we're not getting into that right now. I don't know about y'all. That was a fantastic match. I had a lot of fun doing that. Doug, I just want to say thank you for letting me help out. You helped me judge Ryan's win, that first one. Thank you for letting me be able to do this. I had a lot of fun, but I have been Papa West, Jacob E. West. That has been Brian Michaels, who unfortunately had to leave. But hey, thank you for coming and helping out too. For your winner, Philadelphia Carriola. For Ryan the Carmel Mountain Pain, Mark the Maniac Kmeyer, and Kirk the Consigliere Kolkowski. This has been TMG's first iteration of trivia, DC Exhibition Tournament. And what a tournament it was. And this is where I say something clever to end this out. But I don't have anything fun or clever to say yet. So hit me up if you have something cool.